So what you're seeing is a rooftop for a solar power station. So we call this a solar rooftop power generating system. I'll be going up and showing you how we have installed solar panels, how it's all connected, and how it is directed, how the energy from there it's directed to inverter, etc. I'm gonna give you an overview of that. So before that, I'd like to tell you about this property. This is a 3-bedroom duplex home set up on a 6,000 square feet property. It incorporates passive solar design, basically to minimize energy consumption of this house, and whatever energy it needs that we generate through solar energy system here. So talking about passive solar design for this house, it has got very good ventilation. In each room there is a cross ventilation. There are 2 windows, so all we have to do is open the windows and there is a draft, there's a constant circulation of air. So even in summer it doesn't really warm up so much, so we can manage with the fan. So the house is Vastu compliant. It faces northeast direction. So the movement of sun aligns with the home in such a way that we get sun rays throughout the day, and it's amazing. We did not anticipate that to happen, but it so happens that when sun is moving from east to west for the entire day, the sun rays is coming into our house in all directions. It's an amazing outcome that we are very, very pleased with this. I'm gonna take you to inside my home and I'll show you how we have done this cross ventilation, and so that means that we are minimizing energy requirements. We don't have to light up the rooms often. We don't have to turn on the fans. We don't use air conditioning. And another idea that we brought in is energy efficient equipments for the entire house. It's all brand new star rated equipment which consumes lesser energy. So that's the strategy we use to minimize our energy requirement. When we built this house, I built it on the principles of 3R, which is a mantra in environmental concern right now. 3R stands for reduce, reuse and recycle. So that mantra is being used in our day-to-day living in this house towards sustainability, and it's a very conscious effort to live a minimalist lifestyle. And so I'll show you different component and different aspect of our living, how these 3R principles have been implemented. So this property is a compact building which is 1,200 square feet of built-up area. The idea is that we want to minimize how much of our constructed area using concrete is, and the rest of this place is green space, which acts like a complement to this constructed area. So we know that we don't spend too much time in bedrooms or living rooms, but we spend a lot of time in open space. We got a huge veranda, portico, a lawn, and we got a garden. We got a terrace garden as well. So there is a lot of open space to be, and we use a bedroom and a constructed area just for resting and for privacy only. Okay, so what you're looking at is the lawn here. This is part of a passive design. It acts like a sink for heat, dust, and for water. So this complements to the building, because in summer our building doesn't warm up because this lawn really absorbs a lot of heat, and it also absorbs a lot of dust. So I want to keep my home dust free. It's in fact very clean and it's dust-free environment inside the house. And also when we have rain, this absorbs all the water. Of course, we also have a rainwater harvesting system, but what we did was create more green space so that it collects, absorbs the water, and enriches our water aquifer. So we want to make sure that water is retained in this space so that it ensures water security for us. So you're looking at solar rooftop system. So we have set up a structure to mount solar panels, and beneath that is our rooftop terrace garden. And I'm gonna go up and show you the panels that has been arranged. And so I'm gonna take you in, and we'll go up to the terrace for the solar rooftop power station. So this is our living room, and you see big cross ventilation here, and I'm gonna go to the kitchen here. So the cross ventilation. And one of the bedrooms. It also has a cross ventilation. Of course, our washrooms as a cross ventilation too, and so we will go upstairs, and I will show you the rooftop system. Actually, upstairs is very well lit. So this is the upstairs, again cross ventilation, and this window brings us sunlight in the afternoon, say between 2 and 5 p.m. We got our control station for internet, etc. Cross ventilation again, and our washing machine is sitting here. Another room with cross ventilation, so it's always well lit. And of course, we got our washroom here, again well lit. We got our exhaust, and we turn it on when needed. And I'll take you to another room. This is a 3-bedroom duplex house, so this has become our office cum guest room. So again, it has a cross ventilation, and it's a working desk for us, and a lot of cross ventilation though. And of course, we have a wall bed for a guest to sleep over. And this house is designed for a small family of couple and 2 kids, and at some time 1 or 2 guests max, so maximum 6 people. So this is the stairway to our terrace garden, and for rooftop as well, rooftop solar system as well. So here is our solar rooftop system. What you are seeing is 4 solar panels of polycrystalline, each 275 watts, and they're all connected in series. And so it produces electricity in the form of direct current, and it's all been cabled, and it comes down to our control station. I'm standing above the control station. I'm gonna go down and show you our inverter, so which converts direct current into alternating current. So, and also, so this, we put up this structure for mounting these solar panels, just to, because we wanted to optimize our terrace space for something else. So we created a rooftop garden actually. So you see some plants, basically they are herbal plants, and it's also a sit out area for us, you know, to gather together. We get an awesome lake view here, and it's a very cool space, and we get a cool breeze. It's an awesome place. And for this rooftop system, I also brought in what you call as a sprinkler system for cleaning. So in summer, it collects a lot of dust, So I brought a sprinkler system which is connected to a high pressure pump, and whenever it collects dust, I'm going to turn on the pump and it sprays water and cleans the dust. So that way the efficiency of the solar rooftop system is kept up. If it collects dust, the efficiency drops down. So the production of electricity comes down drastically. And another thing, this rooftop also acts like a rainwater collection, and we have a rainwater harvesting system in this house. It's all plumbed, and we have a network of plumbing here, and we have a rainwater harvesting well, and all this water goes into that well, which recharges our water aquifer. So as a safety measure, we also have installed a lightning rod. You can see a lightning rod there, and also we got an excellent earthing system dedicated for solar rooftop production. So that way there are safety mechanisms for this solar rooftop. In case if lightning strikes, this lightning rod observes that, and it takes it to the ground. So we are inside the control station. What you are seeing here is the inverter. This is a 1 kilowatt system. The function of this inverter is to convert direct current, which is coming from solar panels, into alternating current of 230 volts. And we got what they call DC distribution box here. We got a electrical meter. Basically it measures how much of electricity solar rooftop generated. This is just for internal monitoring. And we have something called AC distribution box, where the converted direct current will be sent to the grid. I have to tell you that the solar rooftop system I got is called a grid tie system. Because this particular system is tied to Bescom grid, and what happens is when I'm not at home and when electricity is generated and not being consumed in a house immediately, it will be exported to the grid. So it can go anywhere in India. So this particular generation will be shared by many consumers. So that we call as export. When I return home and when I consume electricity in the evening, and I get it back from Bescom, and it's called import. So that's import and export system being monitored by what they call net metering, and I'm gonna take you downstairs. That's where the Bescom guy will come and monitor how much of energy I generated, exported or imported, and what's the difference. And there were months where I was at the surplus. I was producing more than I needed, and so Bescom started to pay me. But it was not much. Say they were paying me 100 rupees or 200 rupees every month. But these days I'm consuming more, so I end up paying around 100 rupees or 200 rupees of electrical energy bill in a month for now. Because this 1 kilowatt system produces roughly around 4 units per day on an average. Seasonal variations are there, like summer months it produces more than winter months. So, and another interesting thing here is this one, what you call as a data logger. It's a smart system. It has intelligence. It informs us about the activity of the plant in terms of how much of energy production has happened in a day, in a week, in a month, in a year. And it basically collects data and transmits online. And it's actually my brother monitors, and as well as myself. Whenever there is a power being shut down by Bescom, the plant also shuts down because of safety measures. We don't want to inject electricity when the crew is working on the grid, because they can get electrocuted and they can be killed. So as part of our safety measure, there is a cutoff system here. That's a disadvantage. But there are these days something called a hybrid solar rooftop system as well, where the people who install this are from Nirvana Foundation. It's run by my brother, so he knows about it. So if you're interested, I will provide a link. You can contact them. Another aspect I'd like to talk to you about is about enhancing the capacity of this solar rooftop. Right now is 1 kilowatt and produces 4 units of electricity per day. Looking at my need and looking at the production, right now I am at the deficit. I need more power. So the plan is that you're looking at this rooftop. This rooftop area is large enough for us to enhance the capacity of the plant. From 1 kilowatt we can go up to 3 kilowatt actually. So I got a approval from BESCOM to have a 3 kilowatt of power in this building. So they allow me to expand solar power to 3 kilowatt max. So all I have to do is bring in more panels and add up to the rooftop and connect them in series, do the cabling work, and I need to actually change the inverter, because the inverter right now I got is 1 kilowatt. If I'm expanding, I have to go to 3 kilowatt inverter. So with that, the rest of the thing, what they call as balance of system, remains same. The cost of expansion will run to lakhs of rupees for me. Right now, just holding up because I can manage just by myself for now. When this home populates, so when my son comes, he gets married, as I have children, and there is a family of 4 to 6 people, then they can enhance the plant and take care of their energy requirement. So another aspect is the data logger is an awesome intelligent system in this solar rooftop. It actually helps us in what you call as management information system. It gives us so much of information and data. It analyzes them. So for us to take decisions, whether to expand, or whether to modify, or whether to shut down, so all the decision can be made because of this data logger. It's an awesome way. No matter where I am on earth, as long as there is access to internet and a mobile device, then I can get data actually and take decisions as appropriate as possible. This being a new house, everything was brand new, so it was a conscious choice to bring in energy efficient equipments. So that way, based on the principles of 3R, reduce consumption. So I'm a minimalist. I consume as minimum as possible, but because the property is huge, I got around 3 pumps running here. 1 pump for sprinkler for the rooftop system, another sprinkler for our lawn, and I got a pump in the sump which pumps water over a tank. So, and of course I got around 8 fans in this building. I got a washing machine running. I got a refrigerator. I also have energy efficient water heaters set up in the washroom, but we are not using that because we have a solar hot water system, and I'm going to show you that. So we got a electric hot water system as well. We don't use it except in winter season, but everything is very energy efficient and consumes as less as possible. So what you're seeing here is a solar hot water system. This is called ETC, which is called evacuated tube collector. Very efficient, done by Havells. This is a 200 liter capacity. We don't have a lot of sun, but even little sun, even on these days, like, even these days, like when there is a lot of clouds, the water warms up. 200 liter is quite a lot of capacity. It takes care of 6-member family very well. So this house being designed for 6 people, this meets the hot water requirement. And in summertime it is boiling actually, and you have to release the hot water, otherwise it's boiling and spilling. It's very good actually. So this way I minimize my energy requirement, and we are using renewable sources as much as we can to offset carbon footprint. Another great aspect of this data logger is that it tells me how much of carbon footprint I reduce in a day. It's an awesome thing. So I feel really, really good consciously that I'm contributing to minimizing carbon footprint. And of course I got a lot of green space. I got around 40 trees growing up. In a year or so, it will become a dense garden, lush green garden, brings a lot of wildlife here. It is absorbing a lot of carbon. So whatever carbon I am producing, it is offsetting by these plants, and also by this solar rooftop, then solar hot water system. So my goal in life is to make it zero. So that my carbon footprint will become zero. That's the ideal state. I'm working towards that. So as you can see that this is a wonderful terrace space under solar rooftop. We are growing herbs here, and which if we had set this solar rooftop on the terrace space, there are some disadvantages. What happens is there is a shade issue. Like we have a parapet. As sun moves, this can form shade on the panels, which means it reduces the efficiency. That is an important consideration while thinking of solar rooftop. We have to make sure that there are no buildings and trees. We have to make sure that the movement of sun doesn't cause shade on the solar rooftop. Otherwise, the efficiency drops. So just setting up a rooftop is not the end of it. We have to make sure that it's maintained on an ongoing basis. During summertime, when dust is collected, make sure dust is all cleaned up. Make sure that there are no shade formation. Otherwise, it's a very rugged system. We don't have to really worry too much about it. I was told that the lifespan of this plant is around 25 years, and return on investment is around 10 years. And also they've done analysis in terms of creating this whole system causes a carbon footprint, but they say that within the 25 years of span that I offset my carbon footprint. So I consciously creating green space, planting more trees, reducing my consumption, becoming a minimalist, as reducing carbon footprint as much as possible, so that I live conscious lifestyle. What you're seeing is a green space caused by my gardening here. So it brings a lot of wildlife, wild birds, and also I'm very close to lake. So because of that, I got an open space. Whatever water harvesting I'm doing, it's contributing to maintaining aquifer in the ground. So this is the control panel, which is on the outside of the building, and this is where the Buscom guys come and take a reading every month. So this is called a bi-directional meter. This is what monitors export and import of electrical energy. This is connected to the grid, and the Buscom guy, he comes and he takes a reading every month, and he gives us a report, and that will tell us exactly how I'm doing. It actually correlates with my internal monitoring system from the data logger as well, and it's an awesome setting. So everything is going smooth so far. In conclusion, I'm using LED bulbs throughout my property, and I got a floodlight for my garden, floodlight for my veranda, and of course I got CCTV monitors all set up. It's all energy efficient equipments. I take a lot of interest in how I consume and produce energy. So my goal is to produce and consume locally. That's the end result I'm working towards. I actually do not have a car. It's a conscious decision not to have a car. So I use a motorbike. I got a fuel efficient bike which can give 70 kilometers per liter. I do not move unnecessarily when I step out, and make sure I have a linear movement and maximize my business, and so I do not unnecessarily haphazardly move around, waste fuel and my time, and I depend on public transportation wherever possible. Again, wherever possible, I use courier service, and so that's how I'm keeping my energy footprint as low as possible. So everyone can take small steps So my sharing not necessarily mean you should do the same thing, but in your situation, whatever little steps that you can take towards energy generation using renewable sources, first and foremost, bear in mind reduce, reuse, and recycle principles got to be applied. So that way we can become conscious in our living, at the same time be responsible to our planet. So I hope this sharing will inspire you, will benefit you. So Nirvana Foundation is an NGO working towards environmental concerns. They have taken up renewable energy in a big way. They provide training, consultation, products connected with solar rooftop, as well as they are also interested in promoting huge projects. They run internship and etc. So I can provide you a link to Nirvana Foundation. If you are interested, you can connect with them directly. And thank you very much.